Hello everyone. Thanks for joining today's session, iLearn Insights. I'm Shamim Jordar, Senior Learning Analytic Advisor working for the IT, Learning and Teaching. If you look at my presentation topics today, you can see there are lots of topics that I need to go through. So if you don't understand any part of it, that's not a problem. You can send me email at any time, right? I think sending email would be much better because when your session will start, you will find different difficulties, and at that time I can basically help you with your targeted issues for your own unit. So let's see an overall view of the iLearn Insights today, and later you can always most welcome to email me and contact with me for your unit related issues. So the aim of the project, this is 8 years I am running iLearn Insights, and the most important thing, as you can see, the third one, to reduce workload and automate repetitive work for the Macquarie staff. So definitely I don't want to spend a lot of time understanding iLearn Insights. Instead, I always will appreciate if you email me, and within 10 minutes I can give you an update whether it is possible with iLearn Insights or not, or whether I can build it for you in the future. If you look at the little bit of iLearn Insights users, if you look at the users in 2025 session 1 and session 2, almost 700 to 800 academics or support staff used it for around 900 units, and almost 300,000 emails, personalized emails has been sent. So as you can see, it is used quite extensively. How you can access iLearn Insights? There are different ways to access. One, in your unit, if you go under the Staff tab, here you will get the link, iLearn Insights. You can always add a block, iLearn Insights block. This will give you some minimum data for your unit. Or you can write report.ilearn.mq.edu.au and you can go to the iLearn Insights. So let me start going.
Sorry, Shamim. Are you going to send us this slide so we don't need to take a photo?
You don't need to take a photo. It's okay. Yes.
So you send it to us. Thank you.
All right. Now, if you write report.ilearn.mq.edu.au, right? Then this is the page you will come to. Use your OneID and password, and you log in. Here it goes. Once you log in, if you are a lecturer or convener, then you will be able to see your units over here. As you can see, I am not a lecturer in any unit, but I put myself as a demo unit over here, and a little bit of information you can see over here, and you can go to that unit by clicking the view unit report over here, as you can see. So if I click here, it will take me to this unit and I can see more. So this is how your iLearn Insights will look, right? Now this is a demo unit, so nothing over here, definitely. So I'll be using different units to show all the different topic that I have to explain. So my first topic is overall overview of iLearn Insights. So this is how it will look. As you can see, this is your iLearn Insights, and any link you will see in iLearn Insights will take you directly to that link in iLearn. So if you click over here, this is the unit, right? So it will take directly over here. Now, if you go down, you can see that selected dates, you can change the dates over here, but for session 1, session 2, these are all pre-populated. I managed to put it pre-populated, so the date should be perfect. Otherwise, you can change. Over here, unit access for last 14 days. You can see how your student are accessing your unit, right? Each and every day. You can see it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months worth of data over here. This is very important one, top 5 hits within last 7 days. You can see how many students are accessing and which resource they are accessing now, right? Please remember that this is an old unit, so the data are not giving perfect, but in your case, data will definitely give perfect. So you can see 5 students has accessed out of 113 this particular resource. So if you find the students are accessing a different resource that they should be accessing in this particular week, then there must be something wrong in your instructions in the unit. So they are accessing something different, right? So this will give you an overall idea of what the students are accessing and what you expect students to access. This one on this side shows you which are the assignments are due and how many days are left for them for submission. As you can see, this one is 1 day, 12 hours left. You can send the reminder from here. I will show you the sending email of the reminder later on. If you go down here, you can see how many students are enrolled. 113 students are enrolled. How many students haven't logged in within last 7 days? 40. And how many students never logged in? That is 2. So this 40 and 2 is 42. That should come up over here. This is the list of the students who has never logged in or who have not logged in within the last 7 days. Now, clicking this, you can send customized email to them, to all these students. I will show you how to do that again later. Now, here are a few other things that you can see. That is how many students have not completed academic integrity module, how many students have not completed several communities, and so on. Please note that one thing, that iLearn Insights all about the negative, that is not, haven't done kind of thing, right? So is basically 0 not completed, which means good, everyone has completed, right? So 59 not completed. So if you want to send them an email, these 59 students, click over here and you send email. Again, I'm coming back to the emails later. Now, participants not submitting activities. This is a good one, which basically shows how many students have not submitted assignments within now. So for an example, for this unit, only 1 assignment was due and 5 students haven't submitted, right? So once, like second submission after 2 days, so after 1 day, after this one, you will see basically 3. They are supposed to submit 3, but you can see like how many students haven't submit 2 assignments and how many students haven't submit 3 assignments, right? So once your session starts, this will start to make sense. Now this is forum discussion. All the forums you will be able to see it over here, and these are grouped into 4 categories. One is you will see how many discussions has been posted, how many unique users posted those discussions, how many replies has been posted, and how many unique students or staff posted that replies, right? And I think this side is not showing anything. This will show you how many forum post has been posted within last 24 hours. So if you see like 5, you might think to go and read those 5 forum posts. And the last bit is again activity schedules. So this will show you in a timeline fashion. So past activities, there is only 1, and it will start from 12th January to 3rd February. And there are 2 assignments which has no date. So in this example, there is no other to show, but it's actually groups together past activity, current activity, future activity, and no date. So you can always go to activity details over here, and you can see all the assignments over here, past activities, and you can see how many has submitted, how many graded, how many needs marking, how many not submitted, right? And clicking all these, you basically can send email to them, right? So this is a very good place that you can see all your assignments and how many students have submitted, not submitted, how many you need to mark, and so and so. For an example, this one, as you can see, it shows nicely all the students' name over here, whether they have completed academic integrity module or not, from where they have submitted. So this is unknown, this is onshore, some should be offshore as well. I'm sure there are some might be offshore if it's out of Australia. And what are the similarity reports, and so and so. And you can send email through this over here, or I think bottom I click, I have a link to send emails to everyone in this list. So this is an overall overview of the iLearn Insights. Now let me go to the different ways of sending emails, right? Now there are different ways of sending emails. So most importantly, academics uses this one and this one. So personalized targeted email or personalized bulk email. And what is the difference between two? Personalized targeted email, you can select which are the students you want to send email. So if you go over here, email all participants. Then if you go at the bottom here, don't need this. Now you can see there are lots of students, so 200 students, but you can select page by page only, unfortunately. So you can select this, and you don't want to send him, and you don't want to send him, and you don't want to send him. Okay, then you can compose. There is you can write your email over here. This is a test email, whatever you like, you can try it, you can preview. If it looks good, you are about to send 97 students, send message. I'm not sending, right? Now over here, before I go in details, if you go to the personalized bulk email, over here, you can select students. So if you come over here, you can compose whatever way you like, not a problem. Then you preview, and it will send everyone. So it works for a bigger unit, right? Larger unit, where you don't want to select one by one, right? So this, and if you look at both of these, there are different ways to send email to all participants, to a cohort. This is very popular to a group. If you want to send to a group, so only this group, suppose of 4 students, you select, and it will send it to 4 students, or in a grouping. Or as you can see, who have never logged into iLearn, who haven't done academic integrity module, and so and so. So there are lots of personalized bulk email that you can choose to send, right? So group or never logged in, if you go over here, you can see all this. So this much is no problem. You can keep trying. Now, as you can see, all of this comes with some of them are good template. For an example, this one I have chosen a personal email who have not logged in to iLearn, and this is the email. So it shows like, okay, you haven't logged into iLearn, please log in here, and there will be a link over here. You can send directly. This picks up automatically just to ask the students that, look, other students are accessing this, you might be interested to access this. And as you can see, this points to directly to that resource, so they don't have to go log into iLearn, go to that unit, find that resource. No, they can clearly go over here, and it will take them to that place straight away. So this is a benefit of sending email through iLearn Insights. So as you can see, you can send every one of this from this group over here, and it will go. So this is more or less difference between the personalized targeted email and personalized bulk email. So one important thing, let me show you one more times over here. So as you can see, this curly brackets and hash in between, this is called variables. I call it variable in this context. And you can use this for different writing emails. So if you look at the variables over here, you can choose, okay, I'm not liking first name. I don't want to use first name. You can take it out. You can change it to last name. So it will pick up student last name. So there are more good variables. So you are composing an email, you want to put the unit title. Just instead of writing, hard coding your unit title, write this. It will automatically pick up the unit title. If you go to the review, so see, it automatically pick up, and there will be a link. This is good. Similarly, there are lots of variables over here that you can keep on trying. So over here, most access activity list, you just put it here and write something following other most other students are accessing. If you preview, it will populate what are the other students are accessing, right? So I don't want to go in details of this more than this, but you can, as you can see, there are lots of variables over here. And to make your email interesting, I have also introduced some emojis that you can try. Please try. It looks emails better, but it's up to you. All right, so I go to the next one, which is scheduled email. Scheduled email. Oh, just before, one more time, before going to the schedules email, I also want to tell you that if you go to the sent email, this is another advantage of sending email through iLearn Insights. If you go to the sent email, you can see all the emails that you have sent over here, right? Subject, email, who has sent it, when it was sent it, and how many students opened out of how many students received, right? So 22 opened out of 24. If you go inside this, you can see what email was sent, who received this email, and when they have opened it. So a little bit of idea about whether whatever email you are sending, whether students are really accessing it or not, right? Now, schedule email. If you look into the schedules email, so this is personalized bulk email. And if you go to the last one, schedule email, create an email template and schedule an email. If you go over here, you can schedule an email, right? Like for an example, and you can write your own email over here, and you can create an email template by giving a name, right? So let me start with the easiest way that I want to email, use a not login template. This one, this has populated this. Just I want to write some changes. So this is another email test, right? And I want to write it, this is another email test. I want to name it like, today I'm doing it, so not login 1822. I'm creating this template. So I have created this template. Now it would be here under my list, and it is showing over here, as you can see, right? Now, if I am happy with this one, right, I can schedule it. So over here, schedule this email for whom? All the students who have not logged in within last 7 days, all right? And I want to schedule it for tomorrow, 19th. What time? 12 p.m., right? And click over here. I acknowledge that email preview to looks correct. Please note that this should look correct. And if you are happy this, then only you schedule it. So you schedule it. So nicely it will be scheduled over here. As you can see, a schedule ID, not login type, scheduled on tomorrow. There's no activity, there's no activity, no attachment over here. You can preview it over here, a little bit of preview. What was the email, and it is currently scheduled. When it will be emailed, you will get an email saying that this email has been sent, right? I don't want to send it, so I'm deleting it from here. So this is how you can schedule it. So from my side, I can tell you, you schedule one email, simple email, right? And probably use to send to all participants, right? A small email, schedule it for another day and try it. Once you schedule it one email, it will be very easy. It's not a difficult one, right? So this is how you can schedule email. Next one is unit engagement and unit engagement breakdown. Okay, this is a very good one that you can see. How is your unit engagement? So this is at the top right corner. So your unit engage is 79, unit engagement login is 63%, and one-time submission is 96%. If you want to know how these are calculated, go to the calculation and you will be able to see how this 79% is calculated, right? Over here. It's very clear and easy way. If you want to see details of it, you go to the details, and in the details you can see over here your overall engagement, this. Another good thing about it, you can also filter down to a group. So if you want to know the engagement of group 5 only, just choose group 5 and it will show you over here, right? This is a good thing, I believe, because your tutors or the markers might want to see a particular group rather than the whole unit. So you can see it over here. Now, if you put your cursor over here, you will get a little bit more information about any particular students that when have not logged in within the last 7 days, and on-time submission is 1 out of 1 activity. So a little bit more details you can actually see, all right? And you can send them email as well from here. Compose email and the email sending is same thing. Now, if you go to the settings over here, Now you can set it up the way you want. So by default, it is login activity, it takes 50%, and on-time submission, it takes 50%. If you think for your unit, login activity is not important, so make it 0. So make it 0, right? Just remember, you need to make it 100 somehow. So if you make it 0, you need to make it 100, this one, right? So this, or you can use some gradebook conditional and or forum participation. So like this, and you need to save it over here, update. So if you update this, so see, login is now disabled. It will only consider online submissions. Right. Now, if you go to the, so let me go back to the normal, which is by default, it looks good because it takes both of them, 50% and 50%. Or you can have 40% and 60%, whatever way you like. Okay, over here, just one thing I would like to tell you is your last one, this one. This one basically deals with this part, online submissions. So you might have like 10 assignments, but 10 assignments is not important for your units, only probably 2 important for your unit. So in that case, only use this one, right? So change the other to 0. So for an example, over here, it has 3 assignments. I said, okay, this is not important for me. This is 0. This is not important for me. This is 0. This is only important for me. So if you have 2 important, make it 50%, and make this one as 50%, right? And you save, right? So once you save it, what it does basically, it basically reflects over here correctly, it will also reflect for this one correctly, right? So I personally want everyone to go to settings, and at least if you don't change anything, at least you change this column and make your tell iLearn Insights, okay, these are the assignments are important for my unit for this session. So this is all about unit engagement. Next, I go to the view student progress and email participation. Yeah, I'm going to activities and I'm going to progress report, right? You won't be able to see anything at the beginning, right? You need to set up the progress report. So you go over there, you come over here. Now step 1. In step 1, what you need to do, you need to tell iLearn Insights, okay, these are the assignments I want to include in my progress report. Now, which are the assignment I want to include? Over here, I said 82 is this one, which has a gradebook is 100. In the gradebook, it is 100, but I want to use it for 45%. So this student will get 45% mark in the final exam from this assignment. This student, which is out of 25, will get 100% mark out of 25. So you can see what I am doing. I am telling iLearn Insights that this particular student will get 45 from this assignment. This student will get 100%, that is 25 from this assignment, which makes 70. And the rest 30, you calculate which is the final exam or something like that. So you calculate for me, which is 83, this one, right? So 83. So if you look at over here, I say it in red that do not include the assignment that needs to be calculated. That is for step 2. So over here, I only say, okay, this assignment, this percent of mark, this assignment, this percent of mark, you take from the gradebook and you calculate number 2. This one, in step 2, this one. Now, in step 3, you can put, okay, if the progress is 0% to 50%, you send this particular feedback or this particular feedback, and so on, right? And I submit it, right? Once I submit it, then I go over here. Then it will be automatically calculated nicely. As you can see, I am calculating 83, this one. The calculated gradebook mark for this is 100%. I am taking 30%, so which is total progress mark will be 70%. Now for each student, it's nicely calculated. This student got 35 out of 45, this one, 14 out of 25 here, and as you can see, total 49 out of 70. Now, this shows that this student needs only 3 marks to pass, 53 marks for credit, 86 marks for distinction, and 119 marks out of 100 for HD, which is not possible. So as you can see, I'm putting NA, right? So for all of them, you can see if it is not possible, you will see NA, right? So this student has already got the pass mark. So this is NA, 30 marks to get credit, 84 marks to get distinction, and whatever he does good, he will never able to get higher distinction. So this way, as you can see, you know how your students are doing in your unit. This is one way. This is only for you. Second thing is you can send email to all these before the final exam to tell them, look, this is how you need to perform. So I have selected that student, and there is one template I have already given over here. You can change it the way you like, but let's use the same template for the time being and see how it looks. So you can send this email, an email like this, saying that, look, this is your final week exam is coming up. Your progress so far, you got 82, 30 marks out of 45. You got in 81, 19 out of 25. Total progress mark is your 49, right? And based on this marks, there will be a feedback automatically added to the email. Then if you are planning for the final exam, which is 83, this is what you need to prepare for. You need to have 1.33 to pass, 51 marks for the credit, and 84 marks for the higher distinction, right? And you can, as you can see, there are other things that you can add into your email. So this is how it looks. And let me go back to the compose email again. And as you can see, these are all populated from here. If you like this to be sent, good. If you don't like, then you can basically compose your own email. And before I go in details, let me tell you one more thing about this progress report. Once you configure, set up your progress report, please come to this page and make sure that all the calculations are correct. Pick up randomly one or two, make sure all the calculations are getting correct. Feel free to, if you want to use it, feel free to send an email and we can sit together. I can also have a look and I will try to make sure this is correct. This functionality, I made it last session and there was one unit who sends email. So then I generalized it like this. It wasn't like this. So I generalized it to be used in all the units. So if you like it, you please feel free to give it a try, or you can tell me, I can also have a look for you. Our next one is activity cache data and div groups. Okay, now activity, if you go to the front page over here, see this icon over here. If you click on over here, this will let you, as a convener, you can basically set up a few things. One is you can change the dates, but generally for session 1, session 2, the dates I pre-populated it. Category access, executive, learning design, and a help desk automatically have access. Convener, lecturer automatically have access. If you want to give access to tutor, please click on here or the marker, right? So this is one thing you can do over here. And cache data, as you can see, if your unit is very large unit, it takes long data to load the page because every time it calculates the data. So if you want faster loading and you don't need up-to-date data for every page, you click on this. So what it will do, it will basically only log in. It will basically only calculate the data when you log in. So if you go over here, you can see that it's saying now cache data in use. So once you log in, it will calculate only one time. So if you go over here, it's not going to calculate again. If you go to any other page, it's not going to calculate. So it will faster load data. And div groups is very important. So if you go to unit, and this might be very important for at the beginning of the session when you want students to be enrolled in one of the group, right? But you don't know which of the students have been enrolled in one of the group. So this is very good, and academics are using it. So you choose from all the participants, show me all the students who have not enrolled in this one, and this one, and this one, right? So, and I submit it. If I submit it, it shows these are the students have not enrolled in these 4 groups. So if you have a tutorial group that they should be enrolled, or practical groups, I don't know, whichever reason, this is an easy way to find. You can select all of these and compose email and send them an email saying that, look, I noticed that you haven't enrolled yourself into any of this group. Please do so before starting of the session. Next, I go to...
Can I ask a question? So here, if I want to identify a student who have not registered in any tutorial at all, then I need to highlight all groups in all groups there, and then find people who have not seen and not in. So I need to highlight all of these and then find people who have not registered in a tutorial. Am I right?
Exactly. That's the whole point of it. So find all students from and not in these groups, right? So it shows the difference.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Left and right. So it is working for many academics at the starting of the session. Email student based on gradebook item and gradebook categories. So this one, I think I have chosen this unit to show. Okay, so to do this, by default, it is not enabled. So if you go to the over here selection, now you need to say that you need participation using gradebook. This is what you need to do. Once you update it, then if you go to the unit and participation, this one, you won't be able to see all the green and red. This is, I was playing with it, so it shows, but let me show you how it works. So next you go to the setup unit participations over here. Now you can say that, okay, suppose your total session is 5 and total number of weeks is 13. Number of weeks is 13 means actually session 1 and session 2 is 13, so 13. For me, I took it 5 or I can take it 13. Doesn't matter if I want to do the participations for all weeks. So let me keep on 5 because I want to see only for 5 weeks. I want to just demo it and I can update it over here. Next important thing, which are the gradebook item I want to use for the participation for which week. So week 1, I am saying that use this particular gradebook item. Right? So when I'm saying gradebook item, if you go over here, if you go to grades, it is picking up everything actually from here, right? All your gradebook item over here. So if you come over here, so this one, for 2, I want to use this. For 3, I want to use this. For 4, and so and so, as you can see. So 6, I don't want to use it, right? But if you want to use it, select which one you want to use for week 6 and so on, right? NP is non-participation and SC is special consideration. There might be a reason, some of the students don't have to be present, right? So I put a gradebook item over here, this one, to find it out which are the students don't have to have the special consideration. And this particular gradebook item I will be using, who will be using for non-participation. So once you have done this, right, again, let me tell you, once you do this, if you want me to verify, please feel free to verify, but you will understand this. You can trial and error it, no problem. It's not going to send email to a student. So once you update this and you come over here, it will pick up from the gradebook item, right? So for an example, in this gradebook over here, it found, before I show you another thing, I forgot to put this one. So I have instructed iLearn Insights. If you find a 0 or any value above 0, right, then the student has participated. If you don't find any value in that item, it is basically not participated. You can change it. If you say, okay, I want to participation means greater than or equal to 1, non-participation means 0. Whichever way you like, you can set it up and you can update. So for the time being, let me use the one I have already done. is null. So any value greater than 0 as well as 0 is participation. No value means non-participations, right? And with this, if I see, then you can see over here, as you can see, for demo student 1, didn't participate, participated, participated, didn't participate, and didn't participate, right? Then for the second one, didn't participate all 5, but it has 2 of them has special consideration. So total non-participation is actually 3 for him, right? For this person, for this student. Total non-participation for this student is actually 3 because it has participated 1 and 4 non-participate, right? And total non-participation last 5 session, it's coming 0. Right? I saw this morning. Most probably this is because this is an old unit, right? Old unit, 2024 unit, which I am showing, right? For your unit in 2026, hopefully it will start to show like, okay, last 5 hasn't participated. So it will show over here that there are 5 consecutive non-participation is over here, right? Let's see, otherwise I will look into it. So please ignore this column for the time being, but I'm sure it will work for your 2026 unit. Now over here, then you can filter out, show me all the non-participations, which is greater than, suppose, 3. Then it will show all the non-participations, 3 and 5. No, let's make it more, make it 4. So it will say, and you want to send email to this group of students, right? So as you can see, you can send email to, there are nice, I think there will be a nice template as well over here. You can use the template or you can use different. So as you can see, this template gives nightly S1, non-participation, 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 right? Non-participation, and X means participation not recorded yet, right? So as you can see, you can use this sort of template or you can use it your own. Yeah? Anyway, to conclude, most important thing, you first of all, you go over here and you enable using gradebook. Second of all, you go over here and go to participation, and if you come participation, you need to go to setbook unit settings, and you set it up over here and you update it. You also instruct iLearn Insight how iLearn Insight will know the participation and non-participation, and once that is done, then you come back over here and you can see it, you filter it out over here and you can send it. So this is all about.
Sorry, Shamim, I have a question. Sorry to interrupt. I've had my hand up for a while.
I actually can't see the hands up, so
oh, sorry.
Anyway,
yeah, no problem. So I just had a question because this is not actually participation, right? This is just gradebook items. So how is this different to just looking at the gradebook items in iLearn, for example? I'm just struggling to understand the benefit of using this for measuring participation.
Some academics basically uses gradebook item to see their participations. For an example, if they give a quiz in the class, all the students who has participated in the quiz, that means they have participated in the class.
Okay, so then my question is, and apologies if I missed this, how do I edit those items? Because, for example, in my unit, I've got a whole bunch of non-assessed items that are in gradebook, and they're all coming up on that list when I enable unit participation. I'm sorry if I missed that. How do you edit them? How do you get?
You don't have to edit. You just need to put select the corresponding gradebook item. So over here, as you can see, only this gradebook item, this gradebook item, this one, this one, this one, and this one will be used, right? The others all will be ignored automatically.
Right. Okay.
All right. And later, please feel free to mail me. We can sit together for 5 minutes and we can solve it, right? It's very easy. Very easy.
All right. Thanks so much.
And only spend time on understanding iLearn Insights. If you spend more time understanding iLearn Insights, basically I fail. I don't want that, right? So ask me, we'll sit together and we'll do it. All right, I'm back over here. So to email with the gradebook item and gradebook category, this is you can go to personalized targeted email and gradebook item over here, and you choose basically that group. This is what I was doing wrong, case studies, right? So this is the gradebook item that I have chosen, and it picks up all the grades from the gradebook, right? Now, what is the benefit over here? Because you can see all these grades in the gradebook. The one benefit is you can choose or you can filter out to send which are the students, group of students you want to send emails. So you want to send emails probably who has received a gradebook for 10 or lesser than 10, right? So these are the students, as you can see, right? Then you select over here, you compose, and if you like this, you preview and you send. All right. Thank you for your taking this particular quiz or whatever it is. Your grade is, so first one don't have any grade. It's a blank. So that's why it's blank. But otherwise, it will show basically whatever grade it has. Right. So if I choose, for an example, someone with a grade, for an example, this one, so it will be more clear. So it will show like this is what you have received this grade, right? So with a gradebook item, you can email students with their marks. So this is one thing you can basically do. And the second thing is this one, gradebook category item. This is in fact even better. I feel if it's better because in many cases it is not possible to send the total marks for a certain assignments, right? So what you do, if you know gradebooks, so if you go to grades and if you know your gradebook, you can also see, like for an example, case study, this one, and this has one total marks over here. So if you want to send them the total marks over here, which is a combination of probably multiple assignments, right? How to do that? There is no way to do it in iLearn. So that's why I have done it. So as you can see, it will pick up this cumulative marks of this group, and you can basically send it. So as you can see, it will send 26, this and that. And the emailing part is all same, similar way you can send email, right? So if I just have a look, let me pick up one of them which has a mark. So probably 32, this one. And if you write your own email. I have written something, but my template might not be very good. See, your grade assessment for this category is 32, right? So if you want to send email for the whole category, you can send it like this. Anyway, so this is all about gradebook item and gradebook categories. And the last one that I need to explain is students who have not accessed a resource and have not completed an activity. This is also good, and I want to explain this because there might be many reasons why you want to see which are the students have not accessed a resource. So you go to unit, students who have not accessed a resource, and you choose, suppose, week 7 lesson materials, and it will show all the students who have not accessed this resource, and you can send email to them. Similarly, who have not completed an activity, you go over here and you choose which activity you have not complete. So for an example, this one, just remember it might not, it worked over here. So to get the activity work, who have not completed an activity, if you know in iLearn, you basically switch on the activity completion, right? If you have the activity completion enabled, then only you can do it. So I am not showing it now over here, but if you need to have the activity completion switched on, so it's very difficult for me to show it over here. But if I can, I don't know, this is for an example, if you go over here, that's just a link. Anyway, I'm expecting that you know how to turn on the activity completions. I think it's from over here. Here, enable completion of tracking. So you need to turn this on. If you turn this on, then only you can use this one and unit and students who have not completed an activity, and you can select that activity. All right. So this is all good. The last thing, which it's not in my topic, but I want to show you because when I did it, I put a lot of effort into it. If you go to the participants, that you can see from which country your students are accessing iLearn. As you can see, 98 students from Australia, 2 from China, 1 from Saudi Arabia, 1 from Spain, and 3 from United States. Now, the good thing, this was created when we had a COVID situation, right? And all the exams was online, so we need to come up with a timing where it works for all the countries of the students that students are enrolled in. But now this is in a different way you can view. At least you know, like you have students accessing from a different countries. And also last access locations, as you can see, offshores. So definitely out of Australia, these are the students are accessing. So as you can see, this is all about my presentations for today. You can ask me questions, but remember, feel free to email me with your need for your own unit, right? Don't spend time. I am always, I generally reply very quickly. I will tell you whether it is possible. If it is possible, then how you can do it. If it is not possible, I will tell you, okay, iLearn Insights don't have that functionality to do that. Thank you very much. Any question, please feel free to ask me now.
Thank you so much. It was great.
Thank you very much.
So no question, nothing?
Oh, Shaman, I had a question. When we have a scheduled email, can we CC our tutors on that?
Yes, I believe, I don't know, long back I did it. You cannot CC it. You cannot CC it, but here you can see all of them together, right? If you go to the sent emails, all should come over here.
Yes, but if I've got a number of tutors that I have to end up sending them the confirmation email that I get.
Right. So yes, I can see that. I haven't implemented that bit, but in other emails there are CC'd, right?
That's right, but not in that
So
scheduled one.
I'll keep in mind, or you can give access to your tutors and they can come and see all the emails.
Yeah, but the whole point is not to have to interrogate.
Yeah, I agree. I'll keep this in mind.
Okay, thanks, Shaman.
Can I just ask a quick question? It's just perhaps not exactly related to this, but just in terms of the, when you get a list of students on iLearn and it's got the photos, like very few students actually have the photo there, but presumably all of them have a photo for their student ID card. And I'm just wondering, is there a way to kind of match those up? Because it'd be really helpful, especially with smaller units where like you've got a class and you want to be able to, know people and learn who they are, like to actually have the photos there.
Yeah, iLearn Insights don't have access to any other data apart from iLearn. So that won't be possible.